Hi, I'm Anna and I'm pleased to introduce you to these how-to videos from Stromer. First and foremost, we're really glad you decided to go with a Stromer. To guarantee you have a truly great riding experience and make the most of all the features and settings on your new bike, I'll guide you step by step through the OMNI C menu on your Stromer. This is the little touchscreen here on the top tube of your bike. On the underside of the top tube, you will find the on-off button. Press this once to switch on the Stromer. Once the OMNI interface is started, press the button on the underside of the top tube again briefly, then the menu appears. You can make various settings on the menu interface. Let's start with the simplest function, switching off. This will shut down the whole system completely. And please note, with this function, anti-theft mode is not activated. With the locking function, the bike remains switched on but is locked for further travel, thus activating the anti-theft mode. You can deactivate the immobilizer with your PIN or in your Stromer app on the start page. If it feels like the bike is not providing its usual level of assistance, this function can be used to recalibrate the torque sensor. This could happen, for example, if your bike has fallen over or the rear axle has not been tightened to the specified torque. There should be no weight on the pedals during this process. Tap Calibrate and confirm with OK. In the same module, you can set up the torque sensor sensitivity. The higher the sensitivity setting, the less pressure is needed on the pedals. The lower the sensitivity, the more power is required before the motor assistance takes effect. Use the plus and minus buttons on the display to set the desired sensitivity and confirm with OK. The move mode offers push assistance, so you can push the bike out of the garage, for example. You can increase or decrease the walking speed using the plus and minus buttons on the handlebar. To activate the push assistance, the plus button must remain pressed down whilst pushing. In the bike menu item, we can make adjustments to the bike and components. In braking mode, the braking strength can be adjusted. Here you can define the sensitivity of the motor braking. Set using the plus and minus buttons in the touchscreen and confirm with OK. I can define how strong the regenerative braking should be here. Regenerative braking allows me to direct the braking energy from the motor back into the battery to regain some capacity. Another advantage is that the brakes will show less wear with a higher motor brake setting. Again, you have the option to adjust the sensitivity of the torque here according to your preferences. The higher the sensitivity setting, the less pressure is required on the pedals, and the lower sensitivity, the more force is required before motor assistance takes effect. These settings can also easily be made via the Stromer OMNI app. Under Totals, you have an overview of your riding data, how many kilometers you've ridden, or average speed, and more. Your daily riding data will be deleted with the Reset Trip function. You have to confirm the deletion with yes or no. Total distance cannot be deleted, just like in your car. By tapping on OMNI, you will get a QR code for adding a bike to your app. Have a look at the how-to video, How to Add a Stromer. You need to connect your phone with the bike by Bluetooth if you want to use the Smart Lock function. Smart Lock is available for the models ST1 with OmniFace B, ST1X, ST2, ST3 and ST5 with OMNI Interface C. Smart Lock locks your bike when you walk away from it with your smartphone. The distance at which your Stromer is locked and unlocked by the Smart Lock function can vary. It depends on the surroundings and the Bluetooth signal strength of your smartphone. Check the Bluetooth icon on the OMNI Interface C or B before you move away from your Stromer. A Bluetooth connection to your smartphone must exist for the bike to be locked when you move away. If you don't happen to have your smartphone with you, you can unlock your Stromer simply by using your PIN. Activate the Auto Lock function using the Stromer OMNI app, under Settings and Auto Lock. There, you can choose whether the bike locks automatically after 3, 5 or 10 minutes if you are on the road without your smartphone. You can set your preferred language here. Under Units, you can choose to have your riding data displayed in kilometers or miles. Decide whether you want to see the remaining battery percentage or the remaining range. Here I can set the required time format for either 12 or 24-hour clock. I can choose the screen I want, bright, dark or automatic. Adjust the brightness by tapping the plus or minus buttons and press OK. Decide if you want your bike to start up with or without PIN. Activate or deactivate the alarm function. If on and someone moves the bike 10 meters, the alarm goes off and the motor blocks. About contains all the information about the Stromer model, which firmware is installed, which battery is used, which battery software, as well as the internet and SIM ID. Now you know all the possible settings and you can adjust your Stromer to your preferences, take off and benefit from the many advantages of commuting.